Hiya folk, back again. You just saw me in the end of the last video throwing away that because it was hideous. Looks like something Jaden would have done. So I've made a new flag the exact same way as the other one, and I pulled out my alphabet stickers. These are fantastic. I bought them many moons ago for card making back in the day, and to be honest they're not really used very much now, so I think I might use white actually. I think that might come up well on that. Time will tell really. Let's see. So I want that right. Let's just see how that positions. Is it that way? No. How the hell is that in there? Right, something's not right. That one. That's the right way round. That's not. That goes there. That goes there. That's there. That one's meant in there. What is that? That is the right one. Why is it no shape then? That's bizarre. Really annoying as well actually. Just need to go with as that. That's meant to go there. That's meant to go there. That's there. And there. Is that right? No. Something messed up. So 7, 8, 9. 4. They all upside down that side. No, can it be? Let's see. Not there. Not there. Not there. I might do it. Can't think. Right. Anyway. So I'm going to attempt to put this on. So P. And as I said, I've had these for a lot of years. P. O. But these are great for pocket letters because they're handy. They're not too dainty. That you're going to feel as if, my hands at times are really bad, but I can manage with them. I'm going to use my knife because this is giving me a wider platform to work with. Okay. Okay. And then letters. And these are reasonably cheap to pick up. These I used to get them from a company called Rainbow Crafts, I think. And if I remember right, this type that weren't glittered or holographic or anything, I'm sure these were 30 odd pence a sheet. Now, don't quote me on that, and as I said, it was a fair bit of time ago, probably over 3 years ago now, so it will have increased, I would imagine. I'd be awfully surprised if it hasn't. Pocket letter. And they're quite forgiving as well. You can kind of lift and lay them a few times if you have to, but that's fine for me. There. Okay, and I'm just going to edge it. So I'm just going to put these together for now so that I know they're all in order, and stick them under something heavy so that they're not curling up on themselves, because they are actually starting to, and I think it's just the glue drying underneath. They're not that bad, but I'd rather not take any chances. So that on there. Now I'm going to use a blue, so what one will I use? I think I'll use the Chip Sapphire. That's my darkest blue. Right, Chip Sapphire. And then I'm not wanting it too dark, so I'm just brushing on lightly. Okay. And as I said, it's one of those ones with Chip Sapphire. You can add extra if you feel you need to. I mean, you could go back over this 10 times if you wanted, but it's better little at a time and building it up than having loads on and then ruining it. And I'm going to just go over these wee bits again, and I'm going to do the corners a wee bit more now that I'm happy enough with it. There we go. So that's that. Putting it back up. And as I said, this new system for my Distress Inks works great for me. Right, so that's going on to number 5. Now I need a wee bit of bling for it. So this is my bling box at the minute. Now look good. So I think I'm going to add a couple of these pearl ones. And to be honest, I was going to glue these down, but this one's, I can't even remember who they're by, but the glue under them is actually really good. So I don't think I'm going to need to add any adhesive to these. They are quite sturdy. think I'll add just one wee bit of this up the top on the other side. Just up here. And I will go over that with a wee spot of glossy accents. I can find my bottle. So just one wee spot, and it's just to position it properly and make sure it's not going to fall off on anyone. So I'll put that up there to dry. We'll crack on to my next element. Now, this pocket letter is going to someone that I know loves snow globes. So my plan is to try and make a wee snow globe using just some things I've got lying about really. Nothing incredibly difficult. I'm sure I've got a few lids and that in here. This might work. Right, I'll try this. And I'm just going to cut the top part off because I don't want that, obviously. There we go. And I'll file that part down. Now I'm pushing out the back of it because I don't want that either. Then what I'm going to do is there is a wee lip in there, so I'm going to add a bit of acetate in. Where is my acetate? This bag over here. Just trying to see if we get any loose bits. No, I've not. Right. So I will just cut off a wee bit from the top. And to be honest, don't like the colour of it either, that's getting changed. But first of all, I need to get the shape for the acetate, so I'm just going to use the template that was in the back of it and just cut round it. And it doesn't need to be perfect because there is a wee lip in it anyway, which should give me a wee bit of play if I'm slightly short, I hope. Just going round this and trimming where I think it needs it. I'm rubbish with acetate, absolutely rubbish. I can never get it where I want it. Always end up overshooting it. Right, let me see if that fits in there okay. Let's need another wee trim up that side there. Just trimming that down again, see if it fits in. give it another tiny wee sliver of some parts of it, because it's just catching the odd wee bit now. That should fit in there now. Yep, perfect. There is actually still a wee tiny bit of play, so I'm just, as I said, there is a bit of movement in it because there is a wee frame round it. So I'm not overly concerned if I over cut it a wee bit. I was awake all night last night. Just couldn't sleep. So I made all my Distress Ink storage. There we go. That's the acetate in it, and it's absolutely fine. I've got a wee bit of space in the back for working with, but I'm going to add a bit of depth to it too, I think, maybe. Don't know. But we'll see. Could stick it to the front actually. Maybe do that and put a bit of wing around it. That would give me more space inside. That's an option. That is an option. I think I will do that actually. Right. I'm going to recolour this anyway. Don't want it that colour. So alcohol ink. Ferro. Nope. Gold. Nope. Nope. Silver. And I just need a wee bit of scrap paper to sit it on. Let's see what I've got here. A little bit of napkin that I used for my decoupage last night. So put it on that and we'll get going. So just roughly going around it first with that. I just think the blue and silver looks better than gold and blue. Right, I'm going to add a wee bit to the acetate because I'll need to go round some of the other bits and just colour them properly. So I've got this tiny wee brush here. I did have another wee brush, but I don't know where that's went to. So this one I just need to do. Whoops. As I said, I wash these out anyway, so it's not a major issue. Sorry I'm so quiet, I'm just concentrating. And normally I'm fine, but I'm really tired today. And I'm not overly concerned about it being perfect. But I'm adding just a bit of texture to it. How's that light going? Weird. I'm telling you, I've got spooks in this house. I'm just adding a bit of texture to it. Ah! Now that the paint's starting to harden up a wee bit, if you dab over the top of it, in fact, I'm about to say that. Just zoom in a bit so you can see that there's texture being added. That looks rubbish, but it's not a polished metal look, which I prefer. So I'm just going round and just giving it that dab on effect, because it takes the polished look out of it, and it's more forgiving. If you get a fingerprint on it, or it's not a difference then. There we go, that's that part done. Inside. I'm just giving it a rough inside one, because no one's really going to see the inside. I think I've got to bath myself with alcohol later to get all this ink off. Right, so that's that part done. Look, there we go. I'm just going to stick it in there to get the worst out off. And then I'll pull my alcohol blending solution out where it went to. That there. Strap. No. No. There we go. So that's that. Give me a wee second. What the hell is that going to? I have lost my bottle of blending solution, which isn't good. Not normal in this house for me to lose that. Doesn't matter anyway, I've got a big bottle of this now, but it's annoying. Strange. Right, I'm just going to get a wee bit of tissue. That's alcohol, and I'm just cleaning my brush off. Just taking the silver off it. Okay. Just do it again just to make sure. And I'm just going to give my hand a wee clean while I've got it out. Oops, left the lid off my alcohol ink. Not clever, because they dry up really quickly. And especially the metallic ones, they're not very forgiving at all. So annoying with that bloody blending solution for. It'll be sitting in front of me and I can't see it for looking. The usual one this is. Sorry, that was my slang accent coming out. With my boost. Just get that wee white puck there. Done. Right. Lid back on that, so there's no accident. Out the road. Put the lid back on my Deca patch. I'll just take all the crud off the ends of it. If you notice this, just take that off, and it helps when you're going to reopen it again, to make sure that you've not got all that on it. Right. So my plan is now is to put the acetate on the front of it, because I think that will work better. I get that on that. Sorry, I've left you on close-up focus. I'll zoom you out again in a second. Sorry about my belly being shown, I'm just wiping my acetate there. Oh, behave yourself, camera. Right, that's a bit better for you. Right, so a wee bit of this glossy accent. Just round the rim really finely. I don't want to have tons of it on. Just enough to hold it without it being seeping everywhere. And I'll be disguising it anyway because I'll be adding a bit of bling or something on top of it. So that's that down there for now. And I'm just going to add a tiny wee bit of weight to it. I think I'll just add a wee bottle of Stickles on top. And just place it aside, just so it dries properly. And then what I'll do is get my bits and bobs for going inside it. I've got a selection of stuff, so I've got some tiny wee beads here. In fact, I've got even smaller. I've got some micro beads under this. So what I'll do is I'll put these into a wee dish, I think. And then it means it's just ready to tip in when I'm ready. So blues, so I've got some clear there, like a wee spoon. Where's that going to now? Honestly, this was a wee spoon that Jaden got in Easter eggs. A tiny. It was Cadbury's Egg and Spoon or something it's called. But they're ideal for this. So just a couple of wee clear ones. There's some blue in this. I will just carefully pick out a few blue ones. We don't want pink in it, that's not going to match what I've got going in it. Come on, be nice. The white one's fine. Blue. This is a bit of a tedious task. I'll just hit the other bit so you can maybe see what I'm doing about it because I've got woman lid thing up. Right, so move that. Roll a wee bit. There we go. So as you see, there's a bit of a soup here. So I'm just adding a few wee blue ones into it. These blue ones are just too big. So I've got a few in this one that I'm just going to pick out. And I know you're probably sitting going, what are you doing? But this person means a lot and I want it to be something really nice for her. Something that she knows I've obviously took time to do. She knows how much I care, but doing something like this just shows that extra wee bit, I think. Then we've got a few wee blue ones in here as well. Add a couple of them in. Right. Then what do I want to do? La 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 la. Do I want to add a wee sequence or two in? No, I don't. Maybe a wee charm? What is it? Let me see what I've got in my metal. I'm sure I've got a wee angel in here somewhere. Right, so get this out the rod, right, put that back so nothing falls out of it. Put that underneath. No accidents there. Right, and then we'll just have a wee look through this and see what I've got. I know I have got charms in here somewhere. But it's just what ones I've got. So. Because I need something dainty enough. That would be nice. But I'll colour that. There's No, don't like that. No. That's too big. I'm thinking of a small butterfly because she knows I love butterflies. And it'll just be a reminder that it was from me. Not that she'll need to be reminded, but you know what I mean. I don't know if I've got any smaller butterflies in here. It's a huge one. No. Oh. Bet you're sitting cussing at this blooming screen there. Thinking just back them. That's quite nice actually. That's one. Get a wee champagne bottle. Turn over. Tiny, so that can go in. I have got a butterfly there, but it's too big, so I've got another butterfly on this. It's a bit smaller, so I'm going to chop that off and put that into it. This was just an old bit of jewellery that I had. I think it was actually my niece that picked it up for me at school, bringing by or something. So just put it in and turn it, and we can take that off. Just crack my nail slightly. That's fine. So that'll be going in the shaker. Shaker thing, and the coin I will colour. So that's going to be the stuff in the shaker. And it's just my interpretation of snow globe for it. Oh, wee dodgy tummy. Sorry about the racket. So this is just my wee extras that I keep out and about. All my wee metal bits that are off of jewellery that the kids have brought in. There's just loads of stuff. I was going to say something else there, but it's not. Once upon a time I would have probably thought it as that as well, but not now. Not now. And I'm going to keep one of these wee coat hangers out as well, because I'm going to use that for something else on one of the other pockets, I think. Just to the wee idea for it. And look, there's another one of the wee champagne bottles. They're so cute. I don't even know where I got them from. I've got a good few of them there. Tiny. But I'm going to go and come back and I will update you with the shaker element, because I need to wait on that drying, the glossy accents on it, and I'll do maybe another few elements onto mine. Alright, thanks for watching, speak soon, bye for now.